3 strategy mistakes by big e-commerce sites. It's impossible to predict the future, and basically that's what strategy is. Based on historic evidence, data, and outside factors, companies try to predict how the market is going to evolve and how they can best benefit from this evolution. While strategy is rarely undebatable and never perfectly executed, it is a very important part in evolving companies. Having a vision and the plan to achieve that vision is what makes companies such as Amazon, Walmart, or Apple stay ahead of the competition. But sometimes things go wrong and strategy mistakes do happen. Here are 3 cases. So number 1, Overstock plans to develop media service as predicted by The Onion. Overstock is one of the largest online retailers in the US. It is a Utah-based retail company that has 20 years background in commerce. The company sells more than 1 million items on the Overstock.com web store. The products used to range from home deco to jewelry, to electronics to cars to insurance. Both cars and insurance categories are now discontinued. Did I mention they run a pet adoption online service and the farmers market? You probably guessed where I'm going with this. Focus is really not their strongest asset. The company has basically organized its strategy around the old "let's just try everything and see what sticks" motto. This is, of course, the winning formula to tackle Amazon. This and, of course, Bitcoin, a surefire solution by the company's CEO at that time to fight the upcoming zombie revolution. Not really. He actually said that. Someday, either zombies walk the earth or something close to that. Bitcoin is the solution. That was Patrick Byrne, Overstock CEO and Bitcoin Messiah. The strategy is so hilarious, Onion can predict it. Overstock's strategy turned unfocused to hilarious when they announced its new media service aimed at Amazon's Prime in 2015. A bold move, one might say, as Overstock is missing a few things called content, digital infrastructure, hardware. Think about the Kindle, Amazon's market share, and media know-how. But they did get featured in The Onion a full 2 years before they've made that move with the same concept. Number 2, Walmart spins off its e-commerce operation, then acquires it, then ignores it, then develops it, then makes it central. Sort of. Make no mistake, Walmart is huge. Walmart is on top of the retail food chain, excuse the pun. It has more than 11,000 stores in 27 countries and employs more than 2.2 million people. The company is the biggest retailer in the world with revenue of more than $500 billion. But that doesn't mean it should be successful online, does it? Walmart's digital strategy is a bit puzzling, if I may. The company's e-commerce store has been online since 1996, about the same time Amazon started to grow. Unlike Amazon, Walmart.com didn't really matter in the company's strategy until 1999. That's when the company announced to customers that no orders placed after the 14th of December could be fulfilled in due time for the holidays. Walmart then decided to spin off that pesky thing called online store in 2000 and transferred the operations in Silicon Valley under a partnership with Excel Ventures. The reason, as mentioned in a throwback article from 2002, is that online is not where our customer base is. And probably at that moment it wasn't. After an unusually horrible decision to shut down the store for a month in the fall of 2000 for a revamp, the store was just as bad as before. But it did manage to miss the 2000 holidays due to a late restart. The company eventually realized the blunder and in 2001 bought back Excel's share in the e-commerce company. Good thing they realized just how important e-commerce was. It didn't even take long to improve and redesign the website, just 5 years until 2006. Walmart was also quick to realize it can make a connection between the online and offline channels. In 2007, 11 years after it launched its online store, it launched the Site-to-Store program, allowing customers to order online and pick up in store. Blunder after blunder, the company eventually realized the importance of stepping into a new era. one where customers are connected to Walmart digitally. The company has since changed this perception of e-commerce, hired talent, and started experimenting with upcoming technologies. Actually, in 2020, Walmart made one of its boldest moves to the digital world, acquiring a share in TikTok, the emerging social media outlet. This might seem a bit weird at first, but it makes sense when thinking about live stream shopping. Live, reach, social media seems to be the most effective way to sell online when it comes to Gen Zs and millennials. But if there's something worse than an unfocused strategy and a rigid strategy, that must be no strategy. So that takes us to number 3. Fab.com turns from gay social networking site to daily discounter to flash sales retailer to catalog retailer to custom furniture designer within 4 years. Then switches to selling yoga mats and classes. Yeah, you couldn't make this up. There are very few cases where the lack of strategy and extensive investments are seen so clear within the same company. Fab is one of these rare fails. The company was founded by Jason Goldberg and Bradford Shellhammer and experimented with some pivots, 6 that I know of, mentioned above. It went on to raise a total of $336 million, and for a while it could have been the next Amazon, or IKEA, or Apple, or whatever founder Jason Goldberg thought was the fad of the day. Eventually, it went on to be a huge haul in the investor's pocket and was acquired by an undisclosed sum in March 2015. The whole story is outlined in a cautionary tale on netonomy.net. It could be a very funny strategy fail if it weren't such a sad story for investors, founders, employees, and in the end, the whole online retail market. Fab is the story of what could have been if someone were to lay out a smart strategy, or some strategy for that matter. However, one thing is for sure, Jason Goldberg is one hell of a resilient dude. 2021 is the year of yoga mats and classes for Fab.